Lisa, launch your income agency. Thank you so much for being here, friends. We are going to get started in a second. Your girl is excited to be here. There was so much going on in these TikTok streets, and I so appreciate you all coming in. Yesterday was a busy, busy evening, and so we had a chance to connect with our friends um, and do some great stuff. So uh, thank you so much for being here as well. Appreciate you all coming in. So let me know if you have any questions. And we're going to get started in just a few minutes. And so that I want to make sure you guys get started. We're going to get started right now. So let me know if you have any questions as well. Appreciate you all coming in. And I am getting myself going. We are doing our normal live with the thinking that we're going to go live in just a few minutes and connect with our community and talk and chat and grow, and then make sure that we are okay. So give me 1 second. So I'm sending my hello friends. How you doing? Happy hi pals. I was truly distracted doing multiple things at one time. Hello friend. Happy Sunday. How's everything going? And hello my other friends that are in the room. So I appreciate you all joining as well. So I'm going to get us over on the TikTok side of the house in just a few moments. I want to get over there sooner rather than later so that I know this is one of my longer days when I have the 6:30 meeting and yeah. And then I'm back to back meetings as well. So I won't stay on super long today. Okay, I was supposed to wake up and be productive. I just woke up. Yeah, I feel your friend. I was a little productive. I was a little. I cooked breakfast. Yeah, got myself dressed, got my son dressed. He has his first day of soccer practice today. I probably should message his father and see what time is practice because I forgot to ask him. He's downstairs, but I forgot to ask him. It's like, what time is practice? Thank you, everybody who is here. Appreciate you all joining. Hi, how are you? No, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, so appreciate everybody joining. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for your support. And then you guys know I go on the other side because this becomes a playlist. So I appreciate you all being here. All my friends, I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I am a TikTok Creator Network agency, and I go live every day, 2 times a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., where I'm teaching people how to go live. And then you can join my agency if you want to come over on the TikTok side of the streets, the social media streets. And then if you are, for housekeeping, if you are under 18, this is not the right live stream for you because you have to be 18 years and older. And so you can come back once you turn 18, and then also make sure you like the live, subscribe, and hit the bell if you are of age to be here. We're a professional channel, keep it professional as well. So I was checking my husband's message, so it looks like his practice is earlier than I thought. Okay, so I guess I'm not going. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. I am going to try to go on TikTok a little earlier. Like I said, I'm going to try to get in and out. I might end up doing, we'll see, maybe an hour, 90 minutes or so at most. If I was going to try to go to his practice, it would be 90 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go over there. Did TikTok say that you still need OBS to multi-stream with Live Studio? The answer to that is TikTok does not want to have to give streaming keys any longer. So OBS, you need to get a streaming key if I'm not mistaken. And so the answer to that is they want to make sure live studio is the only way you're using their live studio to connect other streaming systems. So no, you won't need an OBS key. You won't need OBS. You won't need OBS keys. So the answer is just live studio, if that makes sense. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for all the positive messages. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Let me know if that answers your question, though. You said, did TikTok say that you still need OBS to multi-stream with Live Studio? You do not need OBS. Live Studio should substitute that. Where are you? Where am I from? I'm in Florida. Where are you from in the U.S.? Where are you from, friend? Thank you so much for asking. So, Pause, let me know if that answered your question. I can't figure out how to dual stream with just the Live Studio. I'll try it again. Are you doing it from Mac? You shouldn't. Well, I'm assuming that's not the Mac beta. Oh, how you doing, India? Okay, nice. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all who are here. Yes. Yeah, I don't know the answer. I don't know what the beta should. Does it give you instructions on how to connect other streams? There's a couple TikTok videos where people talk about how you connect it. So there are a couple videos out there. So if you just put in, Live Studio, how to connect OBS, I guess, without a streaming key. Because that's what they're saying. You don't need a streaming key. That's what I'm trying to say. Awesome. I'll talk about it today. I mean, everything is still general. China agreed. U.S. will be keeping the system. Oracle is connected. Yeah. So everything is still very, everything's still new. Yeah, the news coverage I saw this morning is still kind of like, okay, yes, agreement been made. Oracle have a place with it. So it's still kind of being formulated, but I don't know if there's any like definitive, here's what the process will look like. So I'll share that on the TikTok side in a second. Hello, friends. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. You said, what was the other question? Let me see. I know you don't want us to ask, but it's it's in the media. Like, it's Googleable. It's there. Well, I mean, the latest is there in terms of the conversation on Friday, and then essentially there was a deal made. But they're not telling all the specifics, so I don't have any insider information. What I heard today is that Oracle will play a part. So that's been very clear. Yeah, so I guess I don't know what I don't know maybe I don't understand your question. So maybe I need to understand. Quick question. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? That's not a quick question. That's not a quick question. I hate it, laugh out loud, but thanks. Yes. You hate what? The change? I mean, I guess I don't know what the changes are. Maybe that's why I'm still kind of like, oh, we'll have to see what happens. What's the impact? I don't know if there's going to be a huge impact, though. I think ultimately everybody wants to win. I think that's the way to say it. Everybody wants to win. They don't want something that everybody's going to shut down and move away from. So, somebody's going to make more money. Somebody's going to make more money. It's just a matter of who. Now, at the end of the day, is it the other social media platforms? Could they have made more money? Possibly. But yeah, somebody's going to win. That's the capitalist billionaire way. So, all that I guess it doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, all of this is controlled by, several, billionaires that sit in a room, and almost trillionaires that sit in a room and make decisions. So we either gonna decide how we want to play the game and play along, or we totally, decide not to play at all. But I think that's even impossible, because at some point we're playing their game, whether we use any form of social media, anything in the internet, any stores that you purchase from. I mean, there's so many different ways that they're all making money. If you look at them, they control the media. So, now a question is, how do you hopefully gain something some slither of that pie, but it's not going to be, something that you can escape from. So maybe that's me being a little bit more of a pessimist, but at the end of the day, they're all trying to figure out how do they win, and that's what's happening. So no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And maybe I should be bothered, but it doesn't bother me. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. I'm about to go. Why can't it be a billionaire that didn't need to? Oh, we would have to change the administration. So that means that you really do need to sit out for the next probably 8 years. I'm not gonna even say 4 years because we probably got 8 years of this foolishness. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's easily longer than that. so just realize that we in it for a minute. So now what are we gonna do for the next 48 years? So that's just what's happening. I don't necessarily talk about the politics of it all, but that's essentially what's happening. So now, and this kind of goes back to my thing. Like we could have set out all 2025 and said, okay, well, I'm not going to jump in, I'm not going to do, but you are are missing out on your growth and all the different opportunities that come with it. So I choose to just play in my lane how much I can, and then hope for the best. And I think that's my mindset about it. But it's a challenge. I don't say that it's not a challenge, but these are the cards that we've been dealt. These are the cards that we've been dealt. So now it's a matter of how do we play them. Um, okay, friends. So let me do this. I am going to set my little. I'm gonna go live on TikTok and connect over there. Hello, friends. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all being here. Yes, we were talking TikTok because this is I co-stream on TikTok, so I'm about to go over there. We're gonna talk over there and talk all things going live. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here. This is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We're gonna talk all things going live. Let me know where you're from. And if you are nervous, afraid, shy, scared, introverted, curious about what's happening with that. Come on in, we're gonna talk all things going live. So let me know if you have any questions. I am gonna share my live. I am tapping. Let me make sure I connect with my other friends over here as well. Gotta connect with myself. Make sure I am supporting as much as I can. So let me know if you have questions. I appreciate you all coming in. How you doing, Bridget? Appreciate your friend. Thanks for coming on in. How you doing, Urban Eye Candy? How's everything going? Appreciate you joining as well. Thank you so much. I am add my page to my story. Appreciate you coming in. Hello, Bridget. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the daily heart me. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm about to share up my live. I do see you guys, but I kind of don't see you all because I gotta share my live out. But thank you for being here. So we're gonna talk a little bit and keep things going, and we'll recap some of the stuff going on live yesterday, but also talk about tonight. So we'll talk about our Zoom. So let's get going. I'm sitting on my screen. Thank you so much. So here you go. Hello, friends. How are you? Thank you, everybody who came into the live. I appreciate you all joining. Hey, Urban, you was doing your thing last night. Did you finish the pants? How you doing, Black Lotus? How you doing, V Love? How are you, friend? Shay Sprays, thank you so much for joining as well. I see all you guys coming in. Appreciate the support. How you doing? Thank you for that daily heart mate. The voice guru, how are you? How's everything? Oh, C2D10 Olivets, good morning. I'm cheering for you, friend, because I saw you live. Look at you. Well, I saw what you were presenting. But thank you for sharing. OT Strategist, how are you, friend? You guys all coming in. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. So yes, good morning, everyone. So OT strategist C2 events, detail events. She did something similar where she showcased her conference, her event she was at. So it was really nice to see that. Driving to eliminate interaction. Okay, not a problem. Thank you for sharing, girl. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. It was a great attempt. That's fine. That is totally fine. That's totally fine. And as you get more and more comfortable, you'll be able to share some details about, what you've been doing. Like, how does that kind of connect to your platform and your topics? Yeah, that's totally fine. That's a great start. I went to a cheer competition for my granddaughter, and I'm set back, but I'll catch up. Oh, the crocheting. So when is it's due soon? Like this week? I think you said you had a deadline. So yeah, you definitely gonna have to stay on top of it. It looked like you was almost done though. So yes, thank you, Luna. How you doing, friend? Coming in. I appreciate you all coming in and support. I'm doing a pop up today to try again. I'm nervous. You're fine. You're fine. You will be fine. So yes, just get in front of the camera and just talk about your services and business too. Because I mean, you have a lot to share. You have some great. When I was thinking about your the scrubs that you have available, talk about it. Talk about how did that whole concept get started? I don't know how much you want to share, but obviously you just want to make sure you're marketing your business. Yeah, thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the support. Let's like and share out the live. Let's like and share out the live. We're gonna talk. We should talk about marketing a little bit more, marketing your business, because essentially, I was sharing with people that's something you want to focus on when it comes to even your content, like marketing yourself from a live stream, but also marketing yourself when you're engaging with other people's content and going to their lives and connecting with new friends. So we talked earlier in the week, and we kind of gave our big audacious goal for the for the rest of the year. And that ties into, because Pals was asking a question about the future of TikTok. So I'll talk a little bit about just some of my thoughts about it. Thank you. I'll do that today. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Miss K Latte. Thank you so much for coming in. So yeah, so as you think about your goals for the year, and this is what I'm saying, we're in a 90-day extension. So we heard on the news that things seem to be making some progress with a deal for TikTok. And what does that mean for the future of TikTok? We don't know all the details, but essentially we know there's some key players that's going to be involved in making sure that the US TikTok is operational, and that, the algorithm is, aligned with US values and policies and stuff. So all that to be said, we'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. And so the question is, what are you gonna do? And so that's what I want to talk about a little bit this morning. Good morning, my people. We won that. We won. They tried to snipe us. We won. You're so sweet. She's talking about our battles. I was going to recap the battles yesterday too. Not all the battles happened. Hey, Natty Nat. I missed who else came in. Who was that? I missed when it flew in so quickly. But thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all being here. It was Pals. Pals, hi. I was like, who was that who just flew in? Pals and Natty Nat. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all being here as well. So yes, it was fun. I know everybody didn't get to battle. We had some no shows. The people were scared, y'all. They were scared of us. They were scared. They didn't want our smoke, so they were scared. But I think last night we had a winning streak for the creators that did end up battling. They were scared, weren't they? So we know, I called us yesterday. Coach just like talking about we shouldn't call ourselves. What did she say? She said we're battlers. We're not young. We need to be confident about what we're doing. I said that's true, but we could also be what the Trojan horse in the room. They don't see us coming. They think we lightweight. We ain't got to say that we experienced. So, although I think we still are a little lightweight, just saying. You said I made my 10K goal today. Oh, wait a minute. That's big news. Oh, wait a minute. Congratulations. Wait a minute. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. I was like, 10K. I was like, oh, 10K likes. No, 10K. 10K. Congratulations, friend. Wait a minute. So I was like, oh, yeah, you'll make that for the weekends. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right there. Yes, you did. You did. That's what's up. Congratulations. I love it. Yes, that's awesome, Natty Nat. I said it out loud and jumped out my chair, my seat. Look at you. I was like, Tank Tank, oh, she meant likes. Oh, but no, friend, you like, it's 10K behind this name. I love it. I love it, Natty Nat. That's awesome. Well, friend, well, you need to come up with a new goal now. That's all I'm gonna say. What's your new goal? Congratulations. What's your new goal? We need a new goal. Hey, she will. How are you, friend? Dees, how you doing, friend? Coming on in. Yes. What's the new goal? I'm gonna put you out there. I know I gotta get to work. Yes. What's the new goal? That's what I want you guys to think about. What are your goals for the year and how are you gonna get there? So your girl, I'll be hitting 15K before, we'll see. It'll probably be midweek. Maybe, well, no, maybe by tomorrow. Okay, I'll put it out there. Tomorrow I have 15K. So just knowing that, you can grow, but it's just up to you in terms of how quickly you grow and how do you grow and how intentional you are with putting that intention out there and actually taking action, doing something about it. So being very active and engaging will be most important. Hello, thank you for the populace. Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let me catch up on comments. I know I gotta get to work. Yes, I'm quiet today. Why are you quiet, She Will? How's everything going? Good morning. Hello, friends. Yes, yes. Let's congratulate Miss Natty. Donna, how are you? Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you as well. Appreciate for that daily heart me. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all coming in and supporting the live. Let's get it out to our friends. Let's share it out if you don't mind and support the live as well. So um, we'll talk about our goals. I want to talk about that. I want you guys to think intentionally about how you are being very proactive. I'm sending out to different people. Being very proactive with engagement. As you're thinking about marketing yourself, marketing your business, that was for our friend, the OT strategist and C2 detail events. As you think about what you're doing here, what does it mean for you to still go live? But also in that live journey, you got to still connect with your community. You got to be in the content. You also have to go to live streams that align with your target audience and your topic. Hello, Calm Care. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. So let's talk really quickly. I want to recap as we have some of our friends coming in. I want to recap yesterday. So yesterday we were out in these streets. So some of us did not get a chance. I'm gonna say actually beyond yesterday. It was Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday, all of us or many of us were out doing different things when it came to trying to learn how to battle and trying to be a little bit more intentional with the gameplay. And so we had a lot of people do it, okay? And they did it and they did it scared, they did it new, they did it some experience, some of us not so experienced and inexperienced. So it was fun. It was a fun time and we had a great time doing it. Now I do know some of the battles didn't happen, unfortunately. So I don't know what that means for the Tiny Donnie campaign. It looks as if you have to kind of see about your ranking. If you're going to try to continue with that campaign, you could just be intentional about how you do it. How do we let people know that we are going live? Oh, a couple of different ways. You definitely want to promote your live. So the first way you could do it, thank you so much, friends, for sharing out the live and coming in and supporting and liking the live. The first thing you can do, thank you so much, friend, is create a live event. That's the very first thing you should do. So as you're thinking about, okay, I'm going to go live on the live home screen. Matter of fact, we're going to show and tell today. Totally fine with that. We will show and tell because I know some of my friends in the room are still kind of new And when I say live event, you probably was like, what's that? And if you wasn't thinking that, I'm saying it for you. So you were like, what is she talking about? A live event. So if you go, um, and some of us spend a lot of time promoting and supporting others to be left standing alone. Yeah, that happens too. I mean, I hate that that happens. The support is definitely something that you're offering on your own, but at the same time, people wanted to support. It's just a matter of did your battle happen? She will. Let me know if your battle happened. So let me know if your battle happened because I thought it did not happen, but let me know if it did, Frank. Because when I looked in the system, it looks like the person was a no show. But let me know if it did actually happen. No, they never showed up. That's what I thought. That's why I was like, oh, your person was a no show because I was monitoring the screen and letting people know who were waiting to battle or getting ready to battle. So yeah, I saw there was plenty of no shows. Let's go here. I'm gonna flip my camera. I'm on my home screen here and gonna hit TikTok Studio. And under TikTok Studio, you'll see where it says, I think they changed this to posts. Some of the pages are not as caught up, but it'll say TikTok Studio at the top, and it may say post as opposed to tools. And they don't say live on this side. We're going to click the live side, okay? And then you can scroll down to the section that says tools and resources, okay? We were just talking about campaigns. Right before you get to tools and resources, the screen is not moving. You'll see campaigns. That's what we were just talking about. So you should sign up for campaigns. That's a great way to start being involved in some of the different competitions that are happening, which was relating to yesterday. There's a Tiny Donny campaign that people had signed up for. TikTok needs to have a way for those who are committed to get reassigned so we meet our mission. I agree. I agree. I think Flourish, she unfortunately, I reached out multiple times to them. Yeah, I think Flourish, unfortunately, she was ranked up in the campaign. And because her person was a no show and it was an official match, she dropped, her ranking dropped, unfortunately. So, yeah, it really is, a disadvantage for the person who's trying to be actively involved in the campaign as opposed to someone who's not. So, yeah. TikTok gave the flash goal of donuts. I'm going to set it for us so we can have the flash goal. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's something TikTok probably is going to have to kind of stay on top of. It seems like they should be able to like quickly reassign someone if somebody no shows. Yeah. All right, friends. Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing, Lulai? Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the donut as well. Let me know if you have questions. We're talking about my friend C2 Details asked the question of how to schedule and promote your live before you get started. So I'm starting with this because I think the very first step, thank you all for the donuts, the very first step is scheduling your live event. So here, under live, so we're on TikTok Studio Live, we're under tools and resources, you see live event. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to schedule your event first, okay? So here is all the different live events I did for this account previously. If I create an event, you are we'll just pretend like this is the event I'm scheduling. It already defaults to the last one you did, which is great because if you want to just make some small tweaks to that, you just go in and change it real quick, or if you want to reuse that same description, you can. It's probably best practice to come up with different descriptions so that way that your audience sees different topics you're talking about. Maybe you add some catchy titles that are going to attract your audience. So that's a good way to do it. It's an algorithm, so those keywords do help. Quick hi heading out to go to wedding dress shopping. Ooh, who get married? You married already? You get married again? But who's getting married? That sounds fun. Nice. Hello, hello. Okay, thank you everybody coming in. Halaku, I saw you. Oh, my son. Nice. Congratulations, you're gaining another family member with that. Awesome. Um, yes. It was a waste of weeks of work. Maybe not. I mean, hopefully you grew from a monetization, but also from making new friends, new followers from that too. Hopefully that's the goal. Lots of weddings lately. Yes, yes. Absolutely. This is the time of the year. Nice fall weddings. Yes. All right, friends. Okay, so you're going to schedule it out. I'm going to pretend like we're going to schedule this out. You can do it for, right now it says if I was going to do it at 10:35, I'm going to go ahead and just click next. And then we'll say it's 30 minutes. No, well, we'll say it's 2 hours. Because we don't do 30-minute lives around here. We don't do 30-minute lives around here. And then you can click save. And then you can change whatever. The one thing you do need to change is that it defaults, this is for my friends, it defaults to a shoppable live. Shoppable live, just for the record, is TikTok shop. If you do not have TikTok shop, you probably won't see shoppable live. If you do have TikTok shop, you probably should not say it's a shoppable live. You should do a regular live. And then if you want to add the cart, you absolutely can. You want to add the cart, you absolutely can. Okay? So, but I would caution you in terms of how you do that. So there's some strategy with that, but I wouldn't just say add the cart and just keep it going. So you want to think about how you do it, but you want to schedule this as the first one, a regular live. Again, it defaults to shoppable. Not sure why it does that, but it does. And so here, the audience control. I tell you, if your topic is something for a more mature audience, definitely have that on there. You said I actually did that, and TikTok restricted part of my live shoppable. Yes, yes. You can't. Don't ever schedule as a shoppable live. Always change your friends. Um, so always make that change so that you can make that adjustment. And then again, if your topic is a more mature topic, change it. Change the audience control because that's for 18 years and older. Okay. So if you know you're talking about something a little bit more mature in nature, 18 years and older. Really, side note, if it is if you're scheduling us to do a battle like we talked about before, those matches, you want to toggle this off in most cases, just so that again it has the ability for your co-host to find you. So that's a whole separate topic, but that trips people up a lot, quite a bit, because it stays on unless you turn it off. You gotta toggle it off. Why is it not doing it for me? Okay. Yeah, it says okay. So it gives you a warning. It gave me a warning first to say that I want to turn it off. And so now I turned it off. Okay. So you can create that. You guys are chatting away. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to show you guys the next page because I want to talk about it real quick. Um, Thank you so much. Good morning, wellness girl. I see your friend. I like you. I had no idea. So that must be why I got that restriction. Yeah. If it was set to shoppable. Yep. Thank you so much. If it was set to shoppable, yeah. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you so much, Miss K Latte. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So, so here is the details about the live event. So you can immediately go live. You can share it out to your friends. You can do a post right here in this section and create a video that says, like if I click this, it says select a video you want to talk to or create a video. So you may have a video already, existing video already created. You can add that to it, add this link to it, or you can create your new video. So that's something you can do. And then this very last section here, I don't know if you guys can see it here. All events link will be added to until the end of the event. So you want to toggle that on because there's just a quick link. Oh, there's a quick link that will get added to your videos too. So it becomes an event that gets added to your videos. All right. And then because this was a fake event, I can go up to these three lines and delete it, these three dots, and I can delete this. So I'm going to delete it just so that you guys know. But long story short, I'm deleting it because it's not a real live event. But that live event is there. So now you can add it to a video you want to create or an existing video you just did. If you want to create and you want to add it here and add it to a story, you could do that. So that's what you want to do to promote. You add it to your video post, you create a video for it, you add it to your story, you could add it, you can create a note to promote your live, like I'm going live at 10 o'clock Eastern to talk about tips to go live. So all that is part of how you start promoting, okay? And when you are in your live, you can then use the arrow and share it out. You can share it to your stories that you're currently live. You should share out your live. A live yesterday was a spur of the moment decision. That's totally fine. You did it though. Holly Q Doc, have you had time to check out the live studio beta? What are your opinions so far? The live studio beta for Macs, I never was gonna do it because I'm not a Mac user. So I sent it to my Mac folks. So I didn't do it. I signed up with my daughter's broken Mac. Her father ended up getting her a new one, but she had a broken one, so I just signed up because I had the code for that. But I never intended to do it, so I sent it to all of you guys just so I can have access to send it to you all. So no, I don't have an opinion. We can talk about that today, Halicu, because I think you did it. Pals was doing it. So today in the Zoom, if you guys don't mind sharing your thoughts about it. Anybody else? She will. Did you get a chance to do it yet? Let me know your thoughts on it, friend. You said this is so helpful, especially for my event today. Yes, you want to schedule. Let me say this. You should schedule probably in advance. Like if you know you're going to go live multiple days in a week, schedule it out so it's already out there. And as you saw, it just took me 30 seconds to do. It doesn't take super long. If you want to rewrite your description, I may take a little time or the title, but you could reuse that. It actually automatically populates for you. So if you want to schedule it out, you could do that. And then have the events already ready to go. So when you post content, you actually will go and add that post, that link to your post. You can add the link and it'll show up as an event. So yeah, definitely do that. And if you're gonna go live and it's a spur of the moment thing, you can actually go schedule a live event real quick. Let it show up on your videos and old content. You might get some new people who stop in just because you did it that way, and they see a video in their feed, and then they end up coming to your live stream. Excuse me, everyone. Um, so thank you. That live yesterday was the spur of the moment. Thank you. I was catching up on comments. Um, Bloom, you said I haven't heard back from TikTok on the Mac link. You didn't? Oh, yeah, they were real. When you submitted for it, I think it was like 3 days later, and we all got like 2:45 a.m. messages. It was like early in the morning messages. Pals mentioned it to me, and I went and I went to go check. That was like on Wednesday. I think we saw the emails that came through. Um, and then she will. Did you hear? You hadn't heard back yet, or you just had? Did you do it? Thank you so much for those times. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, okay. Thanks for thinking of us, Max. I want to try it for my live this morning. Ooh, okay. Sorry for the time. Oh, no problem, friend. Hello, Olivia. Because when your live ends, they can register for the next one on the live. Thank you for saying that. I need to say that more often. She will. She said this. Just so that you know, I pinned your comment, friend, because basically what she's sharing is that if you schedule your live event, schedule multiple in a row, people, when your live ends, you're like, okay, see you later, good night. That end screen actually says, do you want to register for the next live? So it has it there for them. It's almost like when you see people on the YT and you watch one of their videos and it tells you the next event that's happening or the next video that's going to play. That's what they're doing. They're able to register for the next one. So just know that that's actually not, that's something you want to be a little bit more intentional in doing. Perfect. I sure will. One of the best of a live host was creating a live schedule a week at a time. That's a good idea. I love that. Absolutely. Definitely want to do that. Thanks. She will. Check your emails for the deadline if you're doing it. My email said the deadline was the 24th. Um, Pals is talking about the Mac beta, the live studio for Mac beta. That's what she's referring to for the 24th. So you have day jobs. Today might be your day. Gotcha. So she's basically telling people, if you're going to do the beta test for the Mac computer for Live Studio, try to fit it in your schedule because it ends on the 24th. Thank you so much for the follow piece. I appreciate you, friend. I have to get better at scheduling my events prior to my event time. Yes. You know what? I hate to tell y'all, I'll schedule them literally right before I go live sometimes. Like today. I was like, oh, I didn't schedule it out. So I know I need to get in there after this and schedule some more out for the week. Um, and so, yeah, as soon as I went live, I scheduled it and then hit the go live from that scheduled event. That's how I did it. So I still try to do it just in case. And like I said, I have videos out there and I add it so that it shows up on my videos. How you doing, Tina? Thank you so much, Patty. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate everyone who is here. Thank you so much. So, yeah, so you can do it last minute. There's no rule that says you can't do it a minute before you go live. So, you absolutely can. But, I think best practice is to have it scheduled in advance and then have multiple that's out there. Thank you so much, Tina. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for the stickers. C2 Detail, appreciate you as well. Yeah, put some stickers in the chat to let me know that you got that. Now we're gonna schedule our live events. We're on a Sunday. This is a brand new week. Schedule those live events. Put it out there for yourself so that your audience know you're going live. Okay. And then for my people who ain't going live, it's a commitment that you're going live. That you're gonna put it out there. Oh, we do have the flash goal. I just realized. Let me pin it. 2 more minutes on the flash goal for donuts. 2 more minutes. How many donuts is that? 2 more donuts. Let me know, friends, if you have any other questions about that. Appreciate you all. One more donut. Doc, I finally made it into the C League. Nice. Nice. Awesome. That is awesome. So that is from your battling this weekend, friend. Thank you so much. We achieved that goal. She says, like deciding to go live. Same with scheduling a decision. It is a decision, friend. So yeah, just put it in your plans to schedule it and have it all the way out there. Thank you all for those stickers. I see you. Daily check-in. Practice makes progress. Yes. That's what it's all about, guys. Keep going. So we're gonna thank you so much for the Rosa too. So yes, so we got lots to celebrate. There was a lot of people who had some wins, and then there was some, obviously we learning. There's some things that hey, these TikTok streets is like life, like real life. Some things go our way, some things don't, and we just have to kind of go with the punches sometimes. And I know it's not always easy, and it's awkward, and TikTok is sometimes TikToking, but we'll do it. How do I add stickers? How do you add stickers? Give me 1 second, OT strategist. I'm one. Give me 1 second because I want to make sure I explain that. That's a longer thing to cover, but I'll cover it for you. Um, so a couple things. We're learning, that's for sure. Yes, we are. We learned as as we grow. There we go, friend. That's it. It's a lesson learned. You said it's the battle? Yeah, it was the battle. It was the battle. It was the battle. It was the battle. Yes. Yeah, it was the battle. Really quickly, so Haliki was like she leagued up to see she went up a league. Yes, because of the engagement in your room at that time, you earned enough. It's a daily ranking, so you earned enough diamonds to get enough fragments that allowed you to league up. Yep. And those diamonds came from, the battle. For that particular day, you got enough rewards that allowed you to league up. When you talk with TikTok about campaigns, tell them we need the ability to reconnect for the ability to reconnect for battles. Yeah, you know what? Good morning. How you doing, friend from Carolina? I appreciate you being here. How you doing, Eugene? The campaigns. I'll definitely. I think I'll have an opportunity to talk about campaigns with them. I will say this because you're right, because they give us opportunities all the time to give them feedback. I will say this: they have they have plenty of campaigns out there. I think what to your point, what they need to do is make it so that if they're going to be connecting people with these battles. Like for in my situation, I didn't even realize that was part of the campaign. But I will say that was probably my fault because I should have read the details on what was expected for that campaign, and I did not read all the details. So I probably wouldn't have selected that campaign, to be honest with you, if I would have read the details. Just to be honest, I probably wouldn't have selected that one. But there are plenty of campaigns out there, and I think that's where we probably need to discern, like, what's a campaign we really want to participate in its entirety. So right now, that campaign has a lot of requirements on a daily basis and on a weekly basis. I was like, I got to do a video about the Tiny Tiny each week. So, and then so that's part of it. And then you also have to do the match. You're actually supposed to do a match a day for that campaign. It says daily. So for me, I was like, oh, that's a huge commitment. But so just recognize it. And then they had the official match. I had no clue that that was even a part of it. So um, if someone does not respond, there needs to be a forfeit time. So we can be prepared. That's true. So that another match can be done, or you pick up another match. That is true. I knew we were preparing. My people spent all week helping me qualify. Okay, so you knew. I know. I love your video. Thank you so much. Oh, about the tiny tiny. It's like, well, let me do something. Yep, that's why my community finally committed to balance out me. Okay. Yeah, I would say this. Pick I don't know if that's something that's gonna be a quick fix, but I do think it's a valid thing that they need to reconsider. Like there were plenty of matches that didn't help, that didn't happen. And then there were multiple people. Hello, friend, how you doing, Chop? Hello. There were multiple people. You said back. Okay. There were multiple people who didn't even realize that they were matched. That's another part about it. You got to realize you're matched. So, yeah, the communication needs to be different. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe if there was something that happened in the live that said it, I know it happened my day of, but I had already committed. So there was a reminder message in my morning live. I wonder if there's something else that could have happened when a person actually got the notification and it showed up in their live. So maybe that's probably what they should have done. So I hope we'll do Friends and Learn for a while. We'll do that. That's our Friday event. So Friends and Learns is Friday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, so yeah, I could be as easy as a list of folks needing to battle. We can reach out to them. Yeah. So in the Zoom tonight, we're going to spend some time with battling. Just so that you guys know, since you guys are here, so the people who are in the agency, if you're interested in the agency, you are welcome to join. I'll talk about it. But just so that you guys know, the people who are here from the agency, we're going to meet tonight at 6:30. We will spend maybe about the last 20 minutes talking about battle. And I want to start with battles. But for those who are interested, those who want to grow, those who want to think about battling strategy, we'll spend the last 30 minutes 20 to 30 minutes talking about battling. So that way we can really kind of think through the best approach moving forward. But from a TikTok perspective, I mean, obviously, I only have so much influence. I can ask questions and I can share information, but ultimately, these campaigns are all a little different. So I would say, first and foremost, pick the campaign that makes sense for you and your community. Second of all, we as an agency will be battling more frequently in terms of having the option to battle. Not that we require it, but we'll have options for people. We'll do the Friends and Learn, and then we'll do maybe even some coordinated interagencies battles. And then there's even a way that I can schedule out battle days and time frames. The key to this, and I will say this over and over and over again, the key to this to make it make sense for you is that you're going to have to think about your live topic, think about your community, and how do you get your community engaged and involved and willing to support you in this type of gameplay. Okay, so that means first of all building your community. Second of all, making sure that your community is aware of how to battle, what they need to do to battle. Because let me tell you this, your community can only take you so far with winning if they are not blue box people. Okay, so you need to educate your community on the blue boxes, making sure that they know about the daily heartbeat so that they can be a fan club member. The blue box level determines what type of gifts they can send. So if you really want to kind of truly grow in terms of the battle and battle strategy, you need a variety of people in your room that's going to be able to support you. So I'm just going to say that, and I'll probably say it again later, but I think that's going to be most important. And even as an agency, there's only so much bandwidth each person in the agency has to support each other. So that's why I said it's going to be important for you to build your own community so that you really can have the support that you need. Okay. Yeah, it could be okay. Maybe they can alert us in the messenger. They did. They sent a message, but I think it was kind of indescript. So they would have to change the way they send those messages out. So I'm about to get dressed. Okay, thank you so much. I'll be in live around 12 noon. Okay, awesome, awesome. What time zone? Let's see that. What is the name of your agency? My agency is Launch Your Income Agency. If you, and that's what we talk about, launching your income and making sure you have multiple streams of income and you're thinking strategically about being on the app. The link to join is here. I'll talk about what I offer in the agency in 1 second. Thank you for being here though. Let me just catch up on a few comments. You said, Sheila, you said, yeah, it could be easy as a list of folks need to battle as we can reach out, send alerts, name an agency. Yep, we practice and even worked into our teaching lives, which takes a lot of skill. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for the follow, Crystal. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Yeah. So when it comes to the agency, it is an agency, a creative network agency. So the name of the agency is Launch Your Income Agency, and essentially what I do is weekly Zoom meetings. So we do weekly Zoom meetings. I do one-on-one meetings. I also do beginner meetings on Zoom as well for people in the agency. And then we have a group chat here in TikTok. We have a school platform for people to learn and get resources about going live and building their community. And then I come here live twice a day. I come at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern every day to answer questions, to have conversation with the community. And then most of all, we have a community. There's a people of supporters. There is 110 of us. We just started 8 weeks, y'all. So whoever's in the room, we are 8 weeks old. Okay. I don't know if y'all knew that, but we are 8 weeks old as of official. I say Sundays is the restart because I do the Zoom meeting on Sundays. So we are officially 8 weeks old. Okay, so we are growing, and it's been great. And everybody who is in the agency, not everybody's going live. We're gonna get better at it. We're gonna get better at it, but it's important that we do have people who come around and support, especially the people who are going live. So if you're going live and you're practicing that engagement, you're connecting with your community, it'll get better for you. Okay, you'll see that growth happens. Okay, so I want you to be intentional about that. um I think OT strategist, I think she had to leave. I think she asked the question about stickers, so I'll save that for tonight and talk about stickers, unless she's still here. If you're still here, let me know if I need to talk about stickers. um, I was just on school and have to say I love the simplicity of it so much more than what I know. WhatsApp, we got to put that on the list of conversation too. I really do think we're gonna have to retire the WhatsApp as of probably October. I think my preference would be for us to be in school. My preference would be for us to communicate over there. If we just want to send a message out and just celebrate each other and connect, you can create a post and people can respond to that post. You can email it. I mean, there's so many other functionalities. So I just think it's a little better, in my opinion, and easier to navigate. I can't imagine that there's any agency that has the better community assistant. Doc is oh, you're so sweet. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Miss K Latte is a little confusing. Yeah, what's not what's yeah, WhatsApp is a little confusing. It's confusing for me as well. I would agree with that. How you doing, Sharella? Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Yes, yes. So I think it's easier if we just probably switch to the one platform if we're going to be on external platform, and then we can share out information, and I can post over there a little bit more. Fun times, fun times. We did have a time last night. So we're getting better, you all. We're going to see where this takes us. Couple things that we were talking about. Actually, it was in Luna's live. Um, I'm just setting up my screen and stuff. Give me 1 second. A couple things we were talking about is just making sure that as time goes on, thank you so much, friends, for joining. I appreciate you all being here. As time goes on in the next, I'm thinking by like January. I know people have to get through the holidays and stuff. You don't want to think about something that's too far out. So I think we need to get through the holidays, but I want us to think about us coming in person. So we'll do something in person in 2026. We just have to figure out time, location. Obviously, more than likely I'll be in Orlando. Just because this is the house of the mouse and there's plenty of places you can pick from. But we'll find a place and we'll come up with it. What is the fees? There is no fees. Chopalicious, you're so sweet. I should have had that up there. There's no fees, friend. I'm sorry, I did not say that. So what happens with a creator network agency? You said I would love that. Yes, that would be nice. Oh, I love Orlando. Yes. So, Chopalicious, what happens is with creator networks, you should not have to pay for them. Essentially, what's offered is that TikTok, when you go live, TikTok, you can earn up to 53% per week, essentially, with how the scale live rewards is broken down. Okay, so per live, you get a percentage, you can make up to 40%, and then weekly missions, there's an additional 13%, which is why TikTok says you can make up to 53% per week of your rewards that you get from your live stream. So, as a live streamer, you monetize. So what happens is that TikTok takes the difference of whatever you make, and in that difference, TikTok has agencies that are there to support you. We're here to help with your training, hosting strategies, monetization strategies. When we talk about the campaigns, that's a monetization strategy, as well as violations. If your account is in trouble, whether it's a violation for ban or you get banned or you get a violation and you're suspended, that is where an agency can submit an inquiry on your behalf and recover your account. So just know that agencies offer that insurance, that protection. But ultimately, hi Lisa, ultimately it's up to you to go live and grow and earn. And so what TikTok does is says, okay, since you have an agency, that agency will give them some of our percentage to support you. It's like up to 2 to 3%, but essentially that agency is helping you with your growth so that you earn more. TikTok earns, and then the agency earns. So that's why I said it's a free program. So if someone is making you pay for their agency services, then that's not for the Creative Network agency services. Then that's not what they should be doing. So what TikTok says though, there are some restrictions. So if you apply, TikTok has to determine if you're eligible. So first of all, to become eligible, you have to go live. You got to be a live host. That's the whole point. Thank you so much for the direct message. You have to be a live host. Um, so that's number one. So you got to go live. How you doing, Jess? And when you go live, essentially, if you haven't gone live before, TikTok does allow you to do a trial live. How you doing, Dr. Linnell? You can do a trial live, and that's a 10-minute trial live, and then TikTok will allow you to get invited into the agency. Okay. If you are not in the US or Canada, you can't join my agency. It's approved for US and Canada. If you are already with an agency, you can't join another agency. It's one agency per person, one creator network per person, even though you have multiple accounts, one per person. And then if you are already earned so much on the app, so over $5,000 per month over the last 5 months, TikTok says you really don't need an agency, you're good. So just know those are kind of the core things you want to keep in mind if you're going to do an agency. But yeah, if you apply, I can check to see if you're eligible now. If you were to apply, let me know if you anyone who is going to apply. Let's just put it in a chat so I know that you applied. And then again, the goals that you're going live. So some of my people, are still in their early stages of going live, which is good. But we want to get you going live. We want to get you to commit to the process and earn and grow, as well as build your community. Okay. How can I apply? You know what? I apologize. Hold on one second. I just looked. I'm looking at my other account. I don't see my link. Your girl might not have put it. Let me see. I don't think I added it. I usually remember to add it before I go live. Okay, so it's there. I'm going to pin it. Okay, so you should see it pinned there. I didn't add it at first. It's typically the link in that lower right, I'm sorry, the lower left corner. That's what you would normally see. It's there now. So, so that's it. Thank you so much. You said me. You talking about yourself? You need to go live more often. So yes, we're getting there. We're getting there, y'all. There's you're not the only one. We got Urban Eye Candy. She going live. She is doing her thing. She is doing it. There's a lot of people that's still kind of like, okay, let me feel this out. Shh, you don't want to talk about it because you're not gonna go live no more. It's like, don't put me on blast because you may not see me no more. But no, that's it. That's what it's all about. Nika Grace, we're going to get her going. We're going to get her going. Go live. That's it. Go live. I'm at a conference. I was at a speaker's dinner last night. Came in and dropped Chinese and ran. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate your friend. He said, let me drop a few diamonds and get out of here. You said I was peaking. You was peaking. What do you mean? Peaking like you hit your peak? Or you peaking on them lives. I see you, friend. So okay, so here's the thing. Now, now we know, you said I go live a lot, but I'm too shy to share my live with everyone. Thinking I am bothering. Ooh. Oh, okay. You got me on mindset conversations. Our agency bottle, dude is scared. That was timely, Holocu, because that was for Miss K Latte too. You got to share your live. You got to share your live. When she said me, I thought, oh Lord, you thought I was talking to you. Dude is scared. So look here, Miss Kayla. Yes, couldn't bother. Yes, that's it. And let me say this. I want you to. I'm gonna Miss Kayla. Latte. We probably need to meet again because you are doing it. I'm just gonna say in the last since we've had our what was that conversation? Was it even 2 weeks ago? I don't even feel like it was 2 weeks ago. It was less than 2 weeks ago. She's made some changes to her live stream. She's doing a lot more of being in the camera. She has people up. She's doing the multi guests. You had a nice amount of people come into your room in the last couple of days too. So you're growing, friend. I see you. I don't know if you. I know you don't know I see you, but I see you. Okay. Got me high like you are. Actually, I see you too. Let me be clear. I see y'all. I want to chat about event planning and all the elements. Yes, people want to know. There's a community out there for you all. I don't want you guys to be nervous, afraid, scared. Do it scared. Okay? And Miss K Latte, that's the whole point. The whole point is that you're going to share your live. Thank you so much, friend. You're going to share your live so that others see that you're doing it. And guess what? There may be people who want to sit with you who are nervous and afraid and shy. And I'm going to say that right now. We got an agency full of people who have not gone live before, and they may need that encouragement from you and see you doing it. Okay? So let's continue to share out the lives. Continue to share your live and share it to your community. You said, Linda, listen, I was supposed to go on there for 10 minutes and I was there for 4 hours. Yes. Yes, absolutely. That's it. Just keep going. And you get comfortable, and there's people who want to just sit and talk with you. I would love live event lives. All the holiday seasons are approaching. You could blow up. That's true. That's true. This is a good time. Thank you for being honest. You're welcome, friend. Hey. That's what I'm here for. But hey, I want you guys to do it. I don't want you to be nervous or afraid. I want you to do it. I know there's plenty of people who are trying to figure this out, and you're nervous about who's going to show up, or if people aren't going to want to hear my topic, or if people are going to join me. They won't if you don't do it. Okay. They won't if you don't do it. But you got to show up and you build your community. You share your live out. Now, what I was sharing earlier is that you do have to do the content engagement too. I will say, I produce content and I'm trying my best to do it a little bit more frequently. I love the live side of the house. Content creation is like, but I love the live side of the house. So, but it's important that you do the content creation because that also drives traffic to your live stream. And if your content in your live topic and demographic you're talking to is aligned, again, people are going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to come to her live because she's giving these tips. Or I'm going to come to her live because she's sharing this information that's pertinent about event planning or crocheting or whatever the topic is. Okay? And people are going to come because they want to learn and grow from you because they've seen your content. Or they came to your live stream and then they engage with your content. So you got to have the content too. They work hand in hand. If you continuously post, go live, you're golden. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got to, and I don't want you guys to forget that your content, your live stream is content. You can curate this, you can repost this and make this clips and put it as content. I would caution you from using the TikTok clips, because the TikTok clips in your content is usually the thank you messages or the images surrounding the gifting that happens. That's more for your stories. You can put that in your stories, but for your post, and if you had a topic or something that you did in your live stream, you can essentially take that clip, make your own clip, and then use that. Make some edits to it if you need to, but use that and make that content. Okay? So I want you to be intentional about reposting the content. All right, so let me know. You say sure is. It is. Yeah. So a lot of people miss that. How you doing, Gen X? Jersey Shrink. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so people miss the opportunity of reposting their content. I was talking to my friend quite a bit. She's in the agency here. Are you here, friend? Let me see if you're in the room. I don't want to shout you, put you on spotlight. I think she came and left. She was here earlier. We met, and that's what she's been doing. She said, "Oh, the content is so daunting." I said, "You got content." She was like, "What you talking about?" I said, "You went live." And her live, I'll tell you who it is. It's our friend Dim Customs. She goes by D Diva. I think that's it, Demi Diva. And she does AI and digital design type content. So she's teaching you how to do that, and she's doing it where she's showing her laptop the entire live, and for the most part she'll show her face for a little bit, but for the most part you're seeing her do real-time demonstration. And I said, take clips of that. People want to see that. Use part of that as a clip, and you can clip up different segments of your live and create a small 60-second video and put that out there for people. Here's the tips of how to do Canva, you know um, creating your own logo in Canva. Yeah, you went through that demonstration and then show that as a video clip. So she's been doing that and been doing very well with it. Okay. The grid is cool to use. Yes, the new grid feature, I saw that. Yeah, that is pretty cool to use with the different posts. I posted with new feature. Yes, yeah. That's a new one too, where you can add different video, what is it, photo clips. Yeah. So I don't want you guys to miss the opportunity. You definitely got to engage in that way. Here's the deal, and this is where now we got to think about what is our growth journey. What are we trying to do over the next? I mean, before the end of the year. At this point, I was going to say 90 days, but it sounds as if, and let me segue just a little into this really quickly. We've been hearing the media coverage over the last 24, 48 hours that the conversation with China went well, and then ultimately there is progress that's being made in terms of creating a deal. Okay, we don't know all the details around the deal, but it does seem as if it's going to come over to the U.S. There's some other details surrounding other companies that are going to be involved in the TikTok U.S. What I will say though is, set aside your views of who's involved and what does all that mean. What I will say is that this is your time and opportunity to, since you're here already, because people are going to come, people are going to engage with this algorithm or this platform. And so this is your time and opportunity to start moving and going so that you're already ahead of the curve. Just like Holly Q said, we're about to hit quarter 4. They call this Q4, where a lot of people come here for shopping. A lot of people come here for engagement and live streams. So if you are running your business, you're doing anything surrounding promoting yourself and your live stream topic, this is the time to do it. Okay? Thank you for the rose. I want you guys to be intentional about this. I want you to grow. I want you to do well, but you got to start. Okay, so this is the time you want to start so that you can start getting comfortable with being in front of the camera, sharing your message, building your community, and then ultimately growing further. Okay, but you got to take that action. Okay. And so when I said let's set goals for ourselves, I'm saying set a goal for yourself that says, okay, what is my goal for how many people I want in my community? How you doing, Pamela? Thank you for joining. How many people I want in my community? What does that look like for me? What number am I sitting at now that it says, okay, well, maybe I want more. And so for me, I said, I want 5K more. Why not 5K more? I'm at almost at 15. Why not 20? Why not 25? Wouldn't 25 be great? If I got 10K before the year's out. But that means that I have to take the action. I show up twice a day here, and new people are following me all the time. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm going to get enough followers to reach my numbers. How do I do that? I engage in the content. I go to lives, other lives. I network. I'm connecting with people. I'm marketing what I do. That's going to be important. I post the content, okay? So people know and can find me that way as well. So you got to think about your growth strategy. You're going to have to be intentional about that. Good morning. How you doing, Passive Income Coach? Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. So I want you guys to put that into action, okay? And so my people who are still kind of sitting back like, oh, I wish I would have done this. I gave that speech earlier in the week when we found out about the extension. Like, okay, you know what? There was plenty of people in 2025 in January. It's like, I'm not going to do TikTok because, you know, the app's going away. They're banning it. Okay. Went dark for less than 24 hours. Came back. People flooded the app. Oh well, no, I'm not gonna join TikTok because in April they're gonna ban it again. You know, it only got a small extension. Okay, April came and gone. They gave another extension. Oh no, I'm not gonna join because in June that app's not gonna do anything. Why should I join? Okay, June came and gone. They gave another extension. Okay, you see, we see the pattern. We're here in September. Gave another extension, and now they're about to make a deal. So somebody, I don't know who in this room, had been sitting waiting this whole time and didn't take action and missed out on new followers. When I started this journey of going live every single day, when I started this journey of going live every single day, I had like it was like 1,800 followers. It wasn't even quite 2,000. I'm almost sitting at 15. Just saying. I've earned quite a bit on this app. I've started an agency. All that has happened because I kept going, kept showing up, kept learning, kept growing. So I'm just telling you all, it's your time. So Dr. Lisa, will you be going to the new TikTok platform? See, those type of questions, let me say this. I don't know enough about what's going to happen. That's why I left it at like, okay, we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's changing. And so that I can't answer. I don't know if it's changing. I think what they're doing, when they said they made a deal, from what I heard so far, is that they agreed to this platform being US owned, but not necessarily making it a new platform. So I haven't heard that yet. So I don't think that is something that I have to think about yet. That's not something I'm thinking about because I don't know what that is. So that's why I'll leave that. Yeah, so yeah, and we are still here. There we go. Question. Should I put the word on my screen? Um You know what? I don't know if I would, but TikTok will tell you if it's a bad word because you'll get a message saying this message will be not visible to everybody. Something that's about a restriction message before you create it. Are you talking about your board, Wellness Girl? I think that's what you're referring to. TikTok will tell you if it's a bad word. I would have that as my mod conversation too. Making sure that they definitely say, make sure you follow the live host, that type of stuff. Yeah, I think I would say that. You could say it. Try to see if it restricts. I know TikTok gives you an error message or gives you this warning message if it doesn't like what you wrote. So try it and see. How you doing, Lady Exclusive? If I get two people, I'm excited. There we go. Hey, how are you? Yes, that's it. Yep. Okay. I was concerned trying to grow my engagement and following. There we go, friend. Keep going. Don't worry about all that. As you in my whole year recap, every step of the way, I'm like this. All the content videos out here where people trying to go viral because they're jumping on the trend that is trending because TikTok ban or whatever the trend word is, they jumping on that trend and they're doing it to make people either. There's some people who do it in a way that's just informative, and there's some people who are trying to capitalize on alarmism and they want to, make it seem as if, there's something you should be concerned with. And so that type of noise, I don't pay attention to that. At the end of the day, I'm very much focused on, okay, what can I control right now? How do I control me? And at the end of the day, I'm going to control me. I'm going to focus on what I got going on and I'm going to stay focused. Okay. But all the noise about changes and the M2 and all this other stuff, that very well may still be out there. That may be something that still is going to happen. Who knows? At the end of the day, all I can do is control me, and I'm gonna stay focused. And if they tell me, okay, now U.S. people, because I live in the U.S., my agency is registered in the U.S. and Canada, and they say, okay, U.S. people, if you want TikTok access, then you're gonna have to switch over to here. Guess who's gonna go over there? Because that's, I mean, currently I've committed to this process. I don't see myself changing, so I'm just gonna go over there. So if that's the answer, that's the answer. But honestly, that's not a question I really thought about. So yeah, yes, the board. Okay, I will give it to my mods. Okay, yeah, just try your mods first. But see, you can see though. I don't want to tell you no. And if it's something that is great, I would say do it. Yeah, I would tell you to do it. Just try it though. See if it has impact. You're welcome. Um, thanks. You said that's me too, Dr. Linnell. You said that's me too. I see that it's in rooms. You see it in rooms. Okay, so you see the word. So Wellness Girl, Nika is referring to your question about should you put it on the board. She's saying she's seen it in rooms. Just check. Like I said, if you get an error message, if any kind of warning pops up, because when you create a board, you shouldn't get a warning message. When you create a board and you put something, how you doing, Mango Man? If you put a word that TikTok doesn't like, you get that warning message. And when I erase the word, I don't get the warning message anymore. So I'm just saying, if you get that warning message, then that means it didn't like what you wrote. You said, Nika said she thinks you should try it. Yes. Um, she can use connect. Somebody said connect. Chopalicious said you could use the word connect. That could be a word. Yeah. So, but just try it and see. See if follow works. Follow the live host. You can put that in there. Follow the live host, and then drop your daily heart me, something like that. Okay. Or hug me. That's cute. He said hug me. I need a hug. Yeah. So, um, hello. How you doing, Richard Sunflower? We are meeting today, aren't we? We meeting? Let me check. I think we are. Drop me a message if we meeting. Let's see. Hello. Also, can put it on your fan club stickers. That's true. Get your heart me, drop a follow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't talk about the fan club stickers. Somebody asked earlier, and I think they're gone. So let me know if I need to talk about that. May I inquire about your doctorate? My doctorate is in leadership and education. It's a PhD. PhD in leadership and education, concentration, higher ed administration. So I've worked all of my career. All of it, my early career wasn't in higher ed, but most of my career in higher ed and higher ed adjacent. And now I'm over here. So PhD, higher leadership and education, an MBA in marketing and human resources, and a master's in social work. So those are my advanced degrees. Yep. And then my undergrad was sociology. Okay. And then I ran track and field at a Big Ten institution. So yeah, all the things. Some hosts restricted the word in their room, not sure why. Hmm. The word follow? That word? Interesting. Why would because of the followed, okay, the chat. Yes, that is a no word and it does get restricted. You're right. That is true. Because of those engagement rooms. You said awesome. You're welcome. Please talk about the stickers. Okay, I will. Look at you, Black Lotus. Black Lotus going live. Black Lotus, that I would never thought that you would have asked me that question, friend. She was like, talk about them stickers now. Let me talk about the stickers for my friend Black Lotus. She is a live host. Hey, hey, social work bestie. Hey. Yes, my mom was a foster parent, so that's why that was my first degree when I was in undergrad. When I finished my undergrad and decided to go to grad school. I love social sciences. Yes, social sciences. That's it. Yes, yep. And then decided that I didn't want to do social work. And I was like, let me go to corporate America. Let me go to business. So, and that's how I ended up in marketing and HR. So, and then I was like, I'm in higher ed, so might as well get a PhD. So, yeah, I'm a lifelong learner. Takes a long time to get them how you want them, but using ChatGPT Pro for stickers. Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna pin that so people can see that. Let me go to stickers real quick. Um, you said, oh really, MSW? Yep, MSW. Yeah, love marketing too. Yeah. Yes. Hold on one second. You said yes. I want to move on from social work. Yep. I realized that really early in my career. Don't want to do this forever. 28 here, social welfare background. Really? Oh, that's right, K Latte. That's right. That's right. 20 years. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I realized it after, it was probably about 18 months. I wasn't long after I was doing it because I was doing my MSW at the same time. I was working at a child welfare agency. So I was a case manager. And I realized during that time, the whole time I was doing my MSW, I realized during that time, I was like, I don't see myself doing this forever. So, and in my mind, it was kind of short sighted because in my mind, I was thinking like, oh, maybe this is all that's to offer. So I know there's other career paths and tracks I could have went into, but I was like, no, I'm good. You said I'm tired now. I see you, friend. Yes. Thank you so much, Rich. I see the stickers. Okay, so let me talk about stickers real quick. Black Lotus, drop me a heart if you're listening, friend. Drop me a heart. Um, if you are okay, I see the like. You said I could drop her a like. Okay, so this is for anybody in the room. If you go to the comments, to the comments for me. Go in the comments. If you are a fan club member, you have a sticker option for you. So I'm gonna show you where this is at. Go to the comments. There's a grayed out heart right at the end of the comment section. Click that heart. I have custom stickers there, and then there's some default stickers from TikTok. Okay, I have custom stickers and some default stickers. Now, drop me, I don't care, whatever sticker you want. Drop me some stickers to let me know you're in the area. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate you. Let me know you're in the area so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So Black Lotus, let me drop me a sticker so I know you see what I'm talking about. Okay, thank you so much. I see you all. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. Black Lotus, I don't see a sticker from you. Black Lotus, are you in there? You in there, friend? Thank you. You're welcome. Let me know. I don't see a sticker from you. I didn't see a sticker, Black Lotus. So I want to make sure you're in that area. So it's right where you would put a comment. If you were to say hi, Dr. Lisa, or put your comment, there's a heart right there. I want you to put a sticker for me. If you click that heart, Black Lotus, did you leave? I don't think you did, but let me know if you don't see what I'm talking about. Chopalicious, yes, those stickers, yeah. Okay. Black Lotus, I ain't see no sticker for you. So I'm gonna move on. You want me to move on? Let me know if you don't got me. Okay, so how you get those stickers? How do I make my own stickers? Or how do I make my own stickers? What Nika Grace gave a suggestion for. You can make your own stickers by going to ChatGPT. If you want to put in a prompt that says create me a sticker based on the TikTok specs for subscriptions, um, that is based on this message using these type of keywords or messages that I want. Maybe you might add some color tones that you wanted to use and some other suggestions. So you can create a prompt that way. You also can go to Canva AI. I think that's the paid version. Tell me if anybody knows, does the free version have the AI access, or you have to have the paid version? I'm thinking you have to have the paid version to have the AI feature, but you could ask it to do it as well. So there's a couple different ways you can do it. So you got to create a sticker, create those stickers, download them to your camera roll in your camera. Once you create the stickers in your camera roll, you have to go to, and this is where it gets a little sketchy, because Monday they just rolled out the Superfan. So anybody in the room, if you added stickers after Superfan rolled out, what did you do? Because I didn't do it after, I did it before. Did it change? So I'm going to tell you the process I did before the 15th of September. If you are somebody who just did it, like in the last few days, let me know if you're in the room right now. Maybe you can educate us a little bit more. If you are in the room and you did it, I went into studio and added them. So you just did it in the last few days? So here's what I did. I had to go to the subscription area to add my stickers. Once I added my stickers in the subscription area, They were there. So you had to add them to the subscription side. You had to add a sticker to under your subscription area. You said you went to the fan club. So now you could do it straight from the fan club. Because then you were able to go click the fan club and the sticker you could add from your subs. So what Nika's saying, you don't have to do that anymore. You can go straight to the fan club area. You can go straight to the fan club area, and then you can add the sticker that way from your camera roll. It should work. So just know you can go straight to the fan club area. Okay. I believe they are the same stickers. They are the same stickers. They are. So, but what you had to do before the fan club, before Superfan launched, you actually had to start by going to your subs area first, and then you had to make sure that those stickers were there, and then you can click to the fan club and upload them there. So you had to start at the subscription side first, and then go to your fan club afterwards. I think that's how I did it. You should do a video on it for school. I'll take a look. Let me look at it because it sounds like the process might have changed. So I just need to make sure I know. I have the max you can do for the fan club is 15 stickers. I got 14, so I need to add a new sticker. How you doing, Olivia? I need to add a new sticker. So if I have to add a new sticker, maybe I'll do a video based off that and just add it to the fan club. I was trying to add a special sticker just for super fans. Because I didn't get that. I heard Coach Chantel write in the comments earlier in the week. She said, no, I was able to add a super fan sticker. I don't see that. I don't see what she sees. And I do have one sticker I could add because I only have 14 out of the 15. But I don't see where there's a sticker just for my super fans. So I need to spend some time trying to figure that out if I'm missing something. Okay, so let me know if there's Black Lotus to see where you're liking. Let me know if there's any questions surrounding what I just shared. I'm happy to explain it again, but you're adding it from the fan club. You're adding it from the fan club, and you'll be able to add a sticker. Okay. Chopalicious, I see you as an invite friend. Let's see. Oh, Chopalicious, where are you located, friend? Put it in the chat for me. You are in an unsupported region. I can't invite you because you're not in the US or Canada. Where are you located, friend? I'm making you sound because I can't read yours with my old people eyes. Wait a minute, I can't read mine either. I can't read. Oh, Nigeria. Yes, friend. You got to be in the US or Canada. That's the region I'm covering. Oh, I wish you could join, friend. You said Nigeria. Oh. Yeah, so it says unsupported region. I can't even add you. They got a grade out for me. I thought it was my eyes. It's not y'all, it's me. You know, some of them I can see. Some of them are a little harder. Yeah, some of them are a little harder to read for me too. Yes, it's me. It's the stickers. He said, "Oh, I wish we would have appreciated the additional people in the community." I love it. But definitely keep us posted on when you go live. People definitely should follow. I'm following you back, friend. Thank you for reaching out too. Hello, the voice guru. Appreciate you being here. Spiritual worker, thank you so much for joining. How are you today? Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you all for being here. They are so cute. They are. I need to go back and see if I can make them a little larger. Even if it's UK account. Yeah, it has to be the US or Canada. Yeah, TikTok, the way they have it, they obviously they know where people are located. And it says unsupported region for you. Yeah. So you would have to, I don't know if you could go to US or to a UK agency, possibly, but I've had some people say they were in a different country, but their account was started like in the US or started somewhere else, but TikTok knew through the IP address, I guess. TikTok knew they weren't in the US at the time, even though their account was US started. So I don't know if that really matters. I think it's gonna really be based on your IP address. He said she's still part of the team. Black Lotus, did you get my comment about the stickers? Let me know if you understood. Did you follow me on the stickers? Let me know if you're good on that. I wonder if a VPN would work. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that tech savvy, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if that's. I'm gonna say no because I think they got whim to that, especially with that whole um, the one that happened in January when people had left TikTok and people was like, well, I'm gonna get a VPN to be in China or someplace like that. They was like, no, that ain't gonna work. So I think they fixed that. And that's how they know when people may have had it started with a US account, but they're not physically in the US. So I don't know if that's gonna work. I think they figured out the workaround for that. I opened the account when I visited the UK last month. Yeah, I don't know, friend. It may not work. I'll mess around with it later today. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I wonder, I mean, some of the top 5 populars use VPN daily. I don't know. Grand Rising, how you doing? Sagittarian Goddess Sharon, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that tech savvy. I don't think that is going to be a solution. I think they will know. They will know. They will know. Okay, can you recommend UK agency? I cannot. I don't know of any. Honestly, I don't know of any. Um, yeah, I cannot. Um, no, I cannot. To be honest with you, I was like, I don't know of any. I was like, anybody else? Anybody? I don't know of any. Sorry, I appreciate you. I keep my blinders on, but honestly, I don't know of any. I can't. I'm sorry, friend. I wish I could. How do you get the 300 to tell people to go live? Let's see, friend. Are you are you are you asking because you don't have live access? Because you do. How do you get the 300 to tell people to get to go live? What you mean to get the what you because you almost got 1,000? Let me know that's not a question for yourself. I think you're just asking in general. I think that's what you're asking. Cookies. I'm not following you, friend. I see a person following me. Um, IP region was different from where they say they are. Scamming to me. Interesting. Mm. Oh, say that again. Okay, how do you get the 300? You talking about dollars? What do you mean? Are you talking about $300 to go live? What does that mean, friend? I want to make sure I follow your question. So first of all, to get live access, TikTok will give it to you as little as like 50 followers. It just depends on how your engagement is on the app and making sure you're approved. Hello, the real Miss Bev. I sent you a message. Let's try to reschedule, friend. Um, and it just depends on your engagement in live. So you don't need 300 followers. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. You said yesterday it was jacked up. Okay. Um, so I don't think that's what you're saying. And then you were like, okay, dollars and cookies. I'm not sure what that meant, but I think okay, pay to tell people to go live. TikTok pay to tell people to go live. TikTok pays to tell people to go live. Are you talking about the campaign, the live incentive campaign? There is a live incentive campaign, and there's different uh, campaign options, different things that they have out there. So yes, the live incentive campaign is like when you are doing posting videos to and you post the go live link for people to sign up to go live. So TikTok is pushing live hosts. That is absolutely what they're doing, and that's why they have these agencies because um, they also want. Oh, that's pretty interesting. They also want people to go live more frequently. They had over 100 million people go live. So they're getting agencies to support people with their live journey. But yeah, the live incentive campaign is yes, where you could post a link and you do a post based on the criteria that they tell you to do to encourage people to go live and click your link to start the live process. Wait, it is a campaign, like when they were telling people that they could get paid to get people to hit the red go live button. I think she's talking about the live incentive campaign, and maybe there is so under the live incentive campaign, there's different types of campaigns that are going on. And essentially, what happens? Look at you leveling up. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for that, Miss Beth. Um, Essentially, what people are doing is picking one of those campaign options and following that and posting videos and adding the go live campaign link to it. So I think that's what we're talking about. Where can I find the link? It's in your content. It's when you go post. Let me show you guys since you asked the question. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you all. Thank you all, friend. How you doing, Isabella? Thank you so much. Hello, friends coming into the live. I appreciate you all being here. I'm gonna show you on my shop page. Give me 1 second. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And it used to be, I mean, there's all different criteria that you got to follow too. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I can do this. They have criteria. So I want you guys to pay attention to criteria too. Give me 1 second. Back had to create a live event now that I know the correct way to do. Awesome. Okay, so let me follow you. I'm turning my mirror just so that you know, so that you guys can see the words, so you can see the words clearly. I'm gonna click TikTok Studio. Let me find it real quick. Under TikTok Studio, under the monetization area, there's one that is for live incentive. Did I click the right one? I'm sorry, I didn't click the right one. Live incentive. Oh, I ain't got no topics right now. This is my other account. This account ain't as active, so I ain't got no topics. So long story short, on this account, I see different campaigns. See the question mark? I always tell you guys, follow the question mark. It breaks it down. Okay? Breaks down a whole campaign. Okay? So whenever you are in some place and you got questions, follow the question marks. Okay? So if you click that question mark, you can see what is the live incentive program. And then you gotta, so essentially what happens if you get ready to post a video, let me show it to you. Can you show them where you can go in and add stickers for your shop page? Sure. Yes, we have to have 10K followers to get into the creator programs. The live campaign doesn't always have a follower requirement. They did at first when they rolled this live incentive program out. This one, it used to be 20,000 followers, so I wasn't eligible for it either. A lot of the campaigns that they would have listed there, you had to have 20,000 followers before you could do the live campaign. Now they seem to have taken that away, so almost anybody could post a video. You just got to make sure you do the criteria correctly and pick the right criteria. You have 10K, and you have 10K followers to go to do the go live link. Yeah, but like I said, you got to look at the criteria. Not all of them require you to have a follower count anymore. Most of them actually don't, from what I've noticed. It seemed like they kind of lowered that requirement. Maybe because they were like, okay, more people need to do this. They're like, hey, let's let everybody get an opportunity to do it. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Thank you for the follow. Is it on your TikTok Studio? When I see, I try to use it. Yes, it's on TikTok Studio. You would click that. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to do as if I'm doing a video. So here's me doing a video. Let's see. We'll do a 15-second video. Okay, I'm going to do a video. Hello, we're going to talk about how to click the Go Live link if you're going to do a live incentive campaign. So follow me for these instructions. Okay, so I just did that little recording. So that's what I'm talking about. So I did that little recording. So now if I was to click next, let me see. If I was to click next, under add links, go live. That's the link you're adding. Go live. Now it wants me to attach to a campaign when I click that. Remember, I didn't have a campaign to attach it to. So there will be a list of campaigns here. I would attach it to the campaign I was doing it for. Okay? For that topic. Okay? Yeah, Bianca said she was able to do it right away. Yeah. Beyonce. Is that it, Beyonce? Thank you so much for being here, friend. Oh, now let me do it. Will now let you do it? Yeah, so you have to pick a campaign you're going to attach it to. Is your app updated? For this account, let me check. Let me check. I think I did update this one. Because I think, let me check. I thought I did it for super fans when I was trying to figure out what was going wrong. But I'm going to check right now. You said, is your app updated? Thanks for that, Pals. Pals like, let's get you right, Doc. Get you right. Let me see. Is TikTok app updated? It says open. It don't say update, y'all. It didn't say update. I think it's updated. Not you. Oh, okay. I think she is talking to me. Oh, she was talking to you real bad. Well, mine looks to be updated. So check to see if yours is updated. Because this is my backup phone, so it could have very well not been updated. This phone I've been on quite a bit. No problem. Yes, I think so. I will check. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know. This account, it definitely does not, the two accounts are different. And so that's just a testament to, like, this account is a business account. The other account is a personal account. This one has more followers. That one has less followers. This one has always been a little bit more updated with features and stuff than my other account. So they operate differently. I don't, TikTok has its own rhyme and reason surrounding when they're doing updates to different pages and accounts and stuff. So I'm just assuming there's just a lag between the two. So, all right, Fran. Let's see. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate everybody who's here. Um, I am, let's see, it's almost noon, so I'm going to stay on a little bit longer. Let me know if there's any other questions. Was there another question I was supposed to answer or um, address? Let me know. And then my friends, we were talking about the agency. If you are interested in joining, you said yes. What am I supposed to address? Fan club. You wanted me to check. Let me see, because I may not have it over on this account. Yay, urban laugh out loud. I just try to help. Oh, she's the ultimate problem solver. She is. Gotta go. Thanks for your teaching. I learned plenty as I'm new on this app. You're welcome, friend. Sorry we could not make you part of the Launch Your Income family, the LYIA family. Where to upload the stickers. There, I knew I was supposed to go back to that. Let me go here. Let me check first before I talk about it. Just to make sure. Okay, I just got the message. Okay, so, okay, let's do this. We're gonna do this real quick because it's here, but I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. You know what? There's no fan club stickers. There's no subscription stickers. I'm gonna show you superficially because I don't have stickers on this account, so there's no stickers to kind of bring over from my sub. So that's the only problem. But we'll play with it. Okay. So, hello, Cookie Edition. So you're gonna go to your. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're gonna go to TikTok Studio, and then click TikTok Studio. You see Tools and Live. So we're gonna click the live side. We're gonna scroll down to Tools and Resources. You're gonna see Fan Club here. It says super fan. It's telling me about super fan stuff right now. And then it shows, shows here the fan club zone. You can go here, and that's where you add your stickers. And then you can click. Let's say if I pull it up, it pulls up my camera roll. So that's what it's pulling up. It's pulling up my camera roll. So you just got to make sure the stickers are in your camera roll that you can use. Let me see if I can find some stickers from this account that's in the camera roll. It's probably way up there. I'll put one or two in here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put 5. Okay, so there you go. So now they gotta be approved. They're updating. I think they gotta be approved by TikTok. So I added them. We'll see if they stay. They look grayed out. Did TikTok approve them? Okay, now they're there. There we go. Okay. So that's how that works. Okay. Obviously it's my shop page, so I probably need some stickers that relate to shop and some stuff that would speak to that type of audience. But yeah, so that's how you do it in the fan club, and you just add them with your with photos that are in your images that are in your camera roll. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions about that. I appreciate you all being here. We will making sure. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's any questions about the agency as well. If anybody wants to join, if anyone's interested in it, I'm happy to talk about it. Hello, Coach Gina. We are growing, and we will be talking. Hey, friend, did you accept? Did you learn how to accept? Let me know, Charlie. Let me know if you learned how to accept. And then Luna, are you still in the room? Luna's gone. I'll talk to Luna later. She recommended someone, but they don't have live access yet. So I meant to tell her that. Yes, I did. Did you? Okay. So my second message, I'm gonna send another message rather to you, is to go to my webpage and join my school account. Well, first of all, fill out my form. It's like a contact form. And so that way you end up in my database where I have your email. I sent out the Zoom link for we're doing our meeting tonight at 6:30. So I sent out the information last night. I'm going to resend it today. So I want you to be able to come to that. So you should be able to come to that because you're joining. And then once you get started, I'm going to send you my information now. I'm going to make sure you're in my database. Okay. Thank you all who are here. Thank you so much, Coach Jean. I appreciate you. How do you add them to your camera roll? Well, if you did them like in Canva, you just download them and they'll end up in your camera roll. I have a Canva app on my phone I can go to really quickly. Or like if you have Canva on your desktop, you can email them to yourself and then access your email from your phone and download them to your camera roll. Or if you use ChatGPT from your phone or app, you can get them that way as well. Okay, so all that is something you can do. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I add you, send you my notification, Charlie. Thank you for being here, though. Let's see. And I'm gonna send you the message now. Canva does have an app. Canva does have an app. Canva is on desktop also. So either way, you can get to Canva. Okay, no, I sent it to you, Charlie. You got it. Okay, yeah, go to that webpage. Once you go to that webpage, I'll send it one more time just so you have the webpage link. But yeah, once you go to that webpage, you gotta copy paste it. That's the only problem. But once you go there, you can complete my form, and then you will have access. Hi, Con. How are you, friend? Thank you for joining. You've been here in a while, friend. All right. Any questions? Any other questions? I appreciate you all joining. Hello, Happy. Let me know if there's any other questions. Thank you for joining, friend. And we will chat tomorrow. I've been on for 90 minutes. Today seems like my longer day, obviously, because I come live here, and then I'm gonna do my 4 o'clock because I always want to make sure I'm supporting you all there, and then I'm gonna do my 6:30. So I'll probably just do 90 minutes at 4 o'clock as well. maybe even an hour, knowing me. So we have to see because our meeting is at 6:30. So that's usually a little bit of time for me to kind of make sure I have everything up to date, and I can send out emails and make sure anybody who's joining can get access. Did you guys get my email last week? We had your girl had everything thrown off, and y'all was not getting emails. So hopefully everybody got emails. So anybody in the room got their email to join if you are in the agency already. How you doing, the Real Glam Life Closet? So that's at 6:30 tonight. So I sent out the summary notes for it. Hello, friend, as well. But yeah, definitely you say, yep, you got it. All right, perfect. But at the end of the day, you said I will check. All right, awesome. Hey, hey, hey. so so yeah, definitely plan on attending. We'll talk a little bit about Creator Search Insights. I did go to that webinar on Friday, which was good. I thought it was good, y'all. They were delayed and late with starting it, and it went on for about a good solid hour. But I thought it was a good conversation and way to understand how to leverage that tool. They got a lot of enhancements coming to it as well. So definitely we'll talk about that as well. Yes, it was. It was good. Yeah, got it. Thanks. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was good. It was good information. Now, obviously, they're not guaranteeing viral or anything like that, but it really is a grip. If you understand the algorithm, if you understand how to create quality videos and content, you should do well. You should do well. You should do a lot better, if not, knock it out the park. Okay. So yeah, great tool. Just stay on top of that, and then we'll talk about a couple other things that you want to do. We'll talk a little bit more about campaigns, and then obviously we'll talk about battles. So battling does seem like it's gonna get a little bit more traction. So we want to make sure people understand how to do it. What are some do's and don'ts, and then also obviously I always say if you are going to be successful in this app, you have to make sure you're building your community. You got to spend time growing. You got to spend that time. You got to invest in your growth strategy. It just can't be 100%. I'm just going to come here and go live and expect for people to come. It has to be a combination of things. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little bit more too. Did you talk about the the new U.S. change? I talked about it a little bit, but honestly, there's not a lot that's out there beyond they seem like they come to an agreement or some form of an understanding. There's still a lot of details that are yet to be determined. We do know some of the key players that are going to be involved in the U.S. side of TikTok. Does that mean that there's going to be an entirely new different app? I did not hear that. I don't know if that's going to happen. That doesn't seem like that was conveyed. It seemed like everyone is in agreement that there's a path forward. So that's pretty much what I said. I didn't go into any of the speculation. I didn't go into any of the unknowns. I'm one of those people where I'm very much focused here on if you're going to do this, you're going to do it. If you are not going to do it for whatever various reasons that you have, then that's a personal decision. But I think it's important. You said who's involved? I mean, the only name I heard was Oracle. That's the only name I've heard. And I paused on that because I was like, yeah, but they involved in everything. So they involved in it now. So it's like that's not new news. So I just feel like, I don't want to get into the conversation about, oh, well, this is bad, this is good. Oh no. I think ultimately it is what it is at this point until we know more. And then yeah, you just got to make a decision on if you want to play in the TikTok streets. Yeah, that's not new. No, it's not new. No, they've always been involved. They're involved in everything. So it's not new at all. Boss Book Journal, yeah. Wait, they are absolutely. You don't have this app in the US if you're not if it's not because of Oracle. Yeah. They're part of the app stores hosting. They support all the different apps when it comes to Google and Apple. Yeah. They and every app that you have in the US, they're involved. There's not an app that you don't have that it does not link back to Oracle. So you would have to be, I don't know, what are people, when people don't have internet? When people, let me see about this because I had no. Yeah. What is it? It's like they are like the number one player. Yeah. What's the people who don't do anything internet? Off the grid. That's what I was thinking. You said a loser? No. Off the grid. You have to be off the grid not to have something to do with Oracle. Yeah. They like that is yeah. They are heavily involved in you easily. You said wow. Yeah. You easily. There's no if it's not like I'm gonna say 80%. If it's not 80%, it's a good 60%. There's not one app that you have on your phone. Let me say that differently. You have several apps on your phone that have an Oracle interface. It just does. Or you live under a rock, yes. Yeah. So it's just it is what it is. So I guess that's how I feel about it. It's like okay, what else? Now what? So Lorenzo Music. Hello, friend. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So yeah, they're that pervasive. And then there are multiple other businesses too. So it is. Like I said, I can't stress about billionaire problems. I can't stress about the billionaires. They gonna figure it out for themselves. So at the end of the day, now we are trying to figure out what little slither of this little pie do we want to carve out for ourselves. Q Life Coach, thank you so much. And then how can you do it and do it in a way that is whole and authentic to you? Yeah. Go live. They'll go live. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah. So just that's my thoughts about it. And I don't know if there's much to talk about today. Now, again, people are gonna have to go and kind of do a full. Thank you so much. Practice makes progress. That's it. People are gonna have to do a full assessment about what they want to do and what they don't want to do when it comes to the future of this app. But at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be full steam ahead. Well, that's why I asked you because I'm here for a reason. There we go, friend. That's it. That's it. So yeah, we just got to make decisions. Like I said, I don't know if there's a lot to talk about. I'm happy to talk more on the Zoom call if we want to carve out a little space, and if there's others that have some insights and some things they want to share. Hey, TJ, I'm happy to make that part of a space that we use the Zoom call for. Big Karen K, thank you for joining. But again, I think it's up to individuals in terms of what they see themselves doing and not doing. But I will say this, honestly, and I'm not trying to be funny about it, but, at some point, you're going to have to figure out what is your line in the sand when it comes to these billionaires making making decisions that is going to make them better and profit for them. Like where do you draw the line at? Because that's what's going to happen. This is life. They're going to continue to do stuff like this, and at the end of the day, we just got to figure out, okay, do I want to play the game? Do I want to be a part of this, or do I not? Because of my, other concerns and belief systems. So, but that's the way I see it. I'm still moving forward. I've been committed to this process. I don't know the future of how the app will look. I think that's the question too on hand, the algorithm, stuff like that. I don't have questions about that, answers for that. From what they've shared, it seems as if it's going to be available in the U.S. I don't know to what extent. I don't know if they're going to have to rewrite it. I don't know what that means. So it's still yet to be determined. But, at the end of the day, I feel like, okay, this is what I'm saying I'm doing. I'm doing it here. I like it here. I like it better than the other playgrounds. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. But I'm happy to hear if anybody else has thoughts about it. Like I said, we could talk about it later in our Zoom call too, so we can have that space, which Oracle probably has a connection to as well. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Yes, I agree. Thanks always. Being courteous and such a supportive person. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. All right, friends. I will chat with y'all later. I will be back at 4. Hope all is well. Take care. Make sure you guys go live. All right. Bye bye. Thank you so much, friends. Bye bye.